welcome back to another Thursday night here on Garblight Games. Everything looks different from what you've seen over the past 8 months. It's no Actun Cthulhu. We're in Star Wars land, and we've got a new face with us. We've got a Tyler back. So we're doing Star Wars, kicking off Star Wars. We can do this for the next, 4 to 6 weeks, and then we'll hop over to Conan. Originally, the plan was to do Conan, but life has happened, so we're gonna do Star Wars now instead for a little while and have some fun in a galaxy far, far away. So what are we doing? We're doing Star Wars. We're setting it post Return of the Jedi, kind of the Mandalorian era is where we're playing our game. We are using the Fantasy Flight Games rule set. This is going to be our first session, so we're going to do a lot of learning here with all these funky proprietary dice that you see over on the side of the screen. We're going to do our Force and Destiny roll here, our light side, dark side, I should say. And we're just going to kind of like ease ourselves into this, and then we'll get into the adventures. We're going to do some episodic adventures. We'll do the Mandalorian again as kind of a template. We'll do kind of like little one-shots or 2-part episodes, and we'll just move things forward to the next adventure. So should be exciting. And we've got a big crew for this, as you can see. Unfortunately, Evan, who's going to play River B in Star Wars, is not here tonight. Actually, shocker. Look at his name. Look at his character name. Evan playing
River B?
No. He's playing another edgelord character here. He's not present tonight. pure Evan. But he'll be back next week, most likely. So why don't we start?
Nightlight.
What's that?
See, it's another Nightlight, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Nightlight. God, that was fantastic.
That was
I forgot about Nightlight.
Man.
What was he the prince of? The pearls? Or what was it?
Oh, yeah. He was at...
What was...
All I remember is he was terrifying and could like literally just destroy everything in a blink.
He was... we always thought he was probably a bad guy because he was that in with the mob. And what was his family? They owned, I can't remember what they sold or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was Truffles. He was the Truffle Prince.
The Truffle King. He was the Truffle King. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
How could we forget that he was the Truffle Prince?
Oh gosh.
He didn't let us forget about it.
That's for sure.
Yes.
I love that.
So he's back with another edgy kind of character. I spelled the name right. When you hold down shift on these font type, you get a different letter. I need to fix the overlay for his name. But anyways, all right, let's skip Visla over there, pre-Visla, and we'll jump over to Jeff and introduce his character. We'll go in order of the overlay here. So Jeff, tell us about Auric Vakan.
Vaka,
sorry.
Vaka. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. I just thought I thought it looked cool, and I put an apostrophe in it because you got to do that. But Auric is a Bothan smuggler of the thief specialization. He's a little bit of a Robin Hood type of kind of guy. He doesn't really care much for the New Republic or the lingering bits of Empire. He doesn't care. He'll steal from anyone as long as they're rich or wealthy. And he'll funnel it back to sort of this outer rim colony, not a Bothan colony, just more kind of metropolitan or a little bit of everybody that needs some money here and there. But he's a little bit of he's a sneaky good boy because he is a dog man, and he's very sneaky and a little bit of a hacker too. Kind of does some slicing here and there.
Sneaky good boy.
He's a sneaky good boy.
I like that. You can't tell that you're Bothan with your mask device you wear.
The truth is, Matt, is that he is horrifically ugly. Like don't want to look at him because if you do, you swear the universe is going to collapse in upon itself. You're going to have nightmare. That's how ugly he is. So he just wears these pretty fancy goggles that he has, and that's about it.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Aaron is returning with a character that we've seen here on Garblag previously.
That's right.
Tell us
I'm
about
ZX. ZX, retired clone trooper. You see him in his ARC trooper armor, but he's it's a gunmetal gray now, and he wears like a black poncho over it, Luke Skywalker style, to kind of break up the outline of his armor. Back in the day, he was obviously a clone trooper fighting alongside the Jedi against the Separatists. Fortunately for him and others, he was on Kaminoa in the infirmary when Order 66 was enacted. The chip started to send him into a rage, and the Kaminoans were forced to remove it from him so he could finish his care. At that point, he understood that all of his brothers had just been turned into biological killing machines in Palpatine's name to destroy their brothers in arms, the Jedi they've been fighting with for over a decade. As soon as he was in good enough shape, he got out of that bed, put a blaster to a Kaminoan's head, and says, "If I ever see you or any of your kind again, you are dead." Jumped in a ship and headed out to start a counterinsurgency against Palpatine and the Empire, which had overthrown the rightful government of the Republic. As the Force would have it, he fell in with a group of other freedom fighters, the first of which was a Kaminoan, who only lived because he was also a clone and a Jedi. But damn it, Zed hated him. Went by the name of Romane. He was an interesting fella. Then there was Taika, a Mandalorian mercenary who was in it more for the money and the credits and the fame than the freedom fighting, but that was all right. And finally, Bak Ash, a human spy. They were doing good in the early days of the Empire. Then a mission came up when they were helping to get a couple of Padawans out of Imperial-controlled space. Had some troopers and an Inquisitor on their tail, so ZX fell back with his heavy blaster rifle and told the others to get the Padawan off and he'd meet him at the rendezvous. He felt a sharp pain, and that was the last thing he knew. Until over 20 years later, he was woken out of carbonite in some Imperial sympathizer senator's den room by another Jedi who isn't here tonight. Now he's trying to figure out what he's going to do with his life, since he slept away his entire revenge plot. He's hoping to find the purpose with this crew on the Outer Rim.
That's right. Good callbacks to our last game we played this character in. I recognize the names, places, and the people. Very cool. Jeremy, tell us about Vrogadan. I can't say that.
Right. I'm Vrogadan, the Lord. I'm a Lasot marauder. My whole home, nearly all of my people were murdered by the Imperials. So when the rebels needed a soldier, I was there. I was a good soldier, and I followed orders. Shame of it was, my CEO was a piece of shit and a traitor. So maybe not all those orders I followed served the greater good. Thus settled, he got away, but he left all of his stink on me. So now all my brothers in arms, they don't want nothing to do with me. The only people that'll harm me are the people that I hate. But I'm going to find him someday, and I'm going to rip him limb from limb.
Yes, and you're playing as a Lasat.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron is a clone trooper, or a clone, and Jeff is a Bothan. Correct?
Correct.
All right. And now Megan is playing, a human? A human?
An Arcanian offshoot, actually.
Oh, right. Okay, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. And tell us about your character, please.
So what did you want to know?
Let us know a little bit about who they are and where they've come from, the walk of life, and what has brought them here.
Well, Reloxavane is an Arcanian offshoot. For most of her youth, it was spent, like most of her kin, for the last millennia, tolling away, blissfully, mind you, in the gem mines of Arcania. But the highlight of her life really was the stories of the great galactic empire that her papa cloner used to tell her at night. She'd have blissful dreams of this incredibly mystical and logical organization. So much so that she decided to stray from Arcania, from the perfection that is her homeland, and enrolled in the academy. First in her class, of course. And I mean, there was no deliberation needed. She knew she wanted to go to the Spire on Stygian Prime. She wanted to be part of perfection. And there she toiled happily for the next great many years, where she helped build new technologies, helped with the defenses, and she'd like to say that any mishaps or funny business with Jedis were only happened the one time when she was called away on a special duty on another ship, because I mean, obviously it would never have happened had she been there. And that's where she would be right now, except the New Republic. They came in and they administratively, quote unquote, retired her from her duties to the galaxy, something that she has never forgiven them for. And after like 20 years, 8 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day of loyal service to the galaxy, she was given a piece of paper, a handshake, and some credits, and given the quote unquote gift of retirement and sent on her way. So every day since, she has plotted her revenge on the New Republic. She's never forgiven them, slowly crafting a weapon secretly to exact her revenge. We'll just have to wait and see what she does.
I love it. I feel this was Ruby's character arc if we continued on with Act 2 Cthulhu. So good. So good. F the New Republic now. Tyler, you are playing Tori, who is a gank, right?
Correct.
All right, tell us about Tori.
And you can hear me right now, okay?
I can hear you, yeah.
Excellent. All right, so Tori is a former guild member of the League. Basically a group of assassins, as he is a gank assassin. He's got some cybernetics. Mainly his right arm is fully decked out. But while he was working for the League, he would handle these missions, usually with a crew or solo. But on his last mission, he got betrayed by the group that he was with, and basically got set up that he was like the scapegoat that would get captured instead of like the target wasn't actually going to get killed. And he caught on to it, escaped, got out of there, and now he's like trying to kind of figure out if he can fix that or if he's just going to continue being on the run. And now he's kind of doing odd jobs, but usually just tells people, he's like, you know, if you need someone to get somewheres unnoticed, I'm your guy, sort of deal. Yeah.
Perfect. So this crew has been traveling together for some time. We're not going to bring them together. That's happened off screen. Hey, Strange, thanks for gifting a sub. Let's go ahead and assemble our dark and light pool for the session. So you should see a prompt in the chat now. Click here to roll for Destiny pool. So what you do at the beginning of every session, you roll for a Destiny pool, and you're either going to get light side points, you're going to get dark side points, you're going to get nothing. So far, we have 2 dark side, 2 light side. Everybody rolls this. Ooh, okay. And we roll this beginning of session. So whatever you get now is going to be different next week and the week after and the week after. So this is exclusive. Our totals here to just this session. So right now as it sits, we have 5 light side and 2 dark side points. Now, what can these light side, dark side points be used for? So you can use these you can spend a light side point to upgrade your dice pool for a roll. So you can increase to a better die type. when you're rolling a skill check or an attack or anything like that. You can also use it to make it more difficult for an enemy to attack. You can downgrade one of my rolls, like my dice pool from one of my rolls. Some special abilities and talents within the game are also triggered by using light side, dark side points, or you can also use it similar to what we did with Act 2 and Cthulhu with truths. You can basically spend it to kind of change destiny. You can introduce things into a scene, like maybe there's a fire in the room you're in. You can introduce that there's a fire suppression system, and you're going to shoot at it and set it off and, put out the fire, things like that to a degree. So those are things you can use. So why is there light side? Why is there dark side? Every time I spend my dark side, it converts to a light side. So we have 2 dark side right now. If I spent mine, you'd then have 6 light side, and vice versa. When you spend a light side, it goes to me, and it's a tug of war back and forth. And once it's spent, it's not gone. It just keeps going back the whole session. So it really encourages you to use the light side, dark side points. Don't just sit on them for the whole session. And again, we roll this at the beginning of every session. So next week it's going to be different. You guys could all roll dark side points for the session. You just never know how it's going to play out. So anybody can use those. They're open to everyone. Don't be afraid. Don't ask permission. Just use a light side point as you see fit. And then it'll be a dark side point for me. And I would appreciate that. So, does that make sense for everybody?
Yep.
And to use it, you left click on it. You just click on it and it should convert over to a dark side, like on the number 5 down there. I think you can do it. If not, I do it as the GM. And then when you actually go to roll a skill on your sheet or an attack, you get like a little window that'll pop up. And that's when you go ahead and there's a little button there for upgrade ability, upgrade difficulty, downgrade ability, downgrade difficulty. So it'll just calculate for you by hitting one of those buttons once you've spent one or I've spent one to make it more difficult on you guys. And we'll get into the dice and what they look like and how to interpret them and all that good stuff when we actually get into some combat. Cool. Cool beans. All right. Yeah, man. New game. We're starting Star Wars this week for the next few weeks. So we find ourselves in Hut space, specifically on Quinn Space Station, which is kind of on the fringes of Hut space. This isn't, the shady, glamorous heights of like Nar Shaddaa or Nal Hutta. No, we are kind of on the fringes. This is where those who are associated with the Hutts come, but like maybe have a bad rap with them or are trying to stay away from trouble within the Hutt organization. You guys find yourselves on Quinn Space Station. This is like your base of operations. You have made contact with a Hutt who you've been working with from time to time by the name of Dargo. Dargo the Hutt. He's not high up on the Hutt food chain, if you will. He's a really low-level player. He runs and operates a sports bar and inn here on Quinn Space Station, the Talifax Inn, and this is where you usually come. You hang out between missions, you get intel, maybe you get some jobs from Dargo from time to time, but he has summoned you as he has a job for you. Old Dargo. I'll show you a picture. There's Dargo.
He's a cute little Hutt.
Yeah.
He is pretty cute.
He's much smaller than your average
adorable.
Hutt. He's pretty small. He's not young either. He's just kind of like a runt of the litter. So that's why he's found himself kind of on the fringes. The other Hutts really don't respect him. They don't really give him the time or the clout that comes with most older Hutts who have established themselves within the syndicate and the hierarchy. And you're called into Dargo's office, and in there he welcomes you, and he's
It's good to see you all again. I have more work for all of you. If you're interested, it would pay quite well. I know that is quite a motivator for you.
I'm in. It's all I need. What's the job?
Well, one of my agents recently uncovered something potentially lucrative. and highly desirable by both the New Republic and the fractured Imperials, and I want to get my hands on it and sell it to the highest bidder. I received the following image along with coordinates from my operative a day or two ago, and he hits a button on his desk and the blue hologram shoots up, and you see this like deteriorated, kind of battle worn and torn Star Destroyer kind of spinning on this image on his desk. This was discovered on the fringes of the Outer Rim. At first, it appeared derelict, but when my agent went a little closer and scanned it, there were signs of life. They went on board to scavenge anything useful, data, gear, what have you. But they reported back that it was not abandoned, and it was being used for some sort of Imperial bioweapon research facility. I lost all communications with them shortly after. Now, if this is true, you need to go there, get that data, and we can sell it to the highest bidder. I am willing to pay you a grand sum of 17,000 credits to do so for me.
Well, Dargo, I'm here to tell you, if you're asking me to go to a Star Destroyer,
Yes,
kill a bunch of Imperials,
possibly.
steal their things,
Mhm.
and then help you sell it to the New Republic, I'm all in.
Oh,
Right.
good. Well, it depends if they're willing to pay more.
I'm sure
Uh,
they'll pay more.
17,000 credits.
Yes.
If I find your old crew, we're not going to split it with them either, are we?
No, you could find them if they're alive, bring them back. If not, it's inconsequential. It's neither here nor there. But you know, if it was a group of you, of course, I'd send them out and someone out to find you alive and bring you back and reward them handsomely.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
We appreciate your honesty.
Do we?
I mean, I'm not a
I
big
like to
fan of
know
being
where I
lied to.
stand. Yeah.
As long as we get the credits, we'll get the job done. Can
As
we
long
get
as I
something?
get to kill
Can
a
we
bunch
get
of
something up
Imperials.
front?
My friend, you know I'm good
Operating
for it.
costs?
You know I'm good for it. Come on now. When have I ever
I
stiffed you?
don't know. No, but I have played Hintaro with you.
You know I'm a much better Sabak player than Hintar player.
True. Okay. All right. I'll trust you.
Good. The usual transportation, the ship that I've given you. I think I'm a kind hot. I've given you a ship. I give you money. I give you a place to stay. Use your usual ship. You could take that and check this out. Now, I can't guarantee that I may have been the only one that this information was sent to, so you may encounter resistance when on board. Possibly. This was a day or two ago that I received this information.
Well, sounds like we need to pull the trigger on this job and get there now.
Right.
Right. What he said.
All
And
right.
Zed just turns and starts heading to the ship.
He's like giddily just clapping.
Following suit.
You sniveling worm. My God, you're sending us off on this without any instructions. And then
On
the
this
clock-
what? What do you want from me?
Can I have your data pad for just a minute? I need to transfer the information. She pulls out her data pad.
This
And-
is sensitive.
I'll tell you what, I will erase the things that I can't read.
I don't understand what you're asking.
God. So she's gonna like, cause I'm assuming that she sent that he has is it just a hollow messenger or is it like
Like, oh, it's a hologram of this like rotating beaten
all
up, war torn. But he's gonna provide you. He goes, fine, I'll provide you the credits. Here, and he starts punching them in on your data pad. And he transfers any data. He goes, the name of the ship is the Vector, and here are its coordinates on the fringes of the outer rim. So you shouldn't run into any trouble, I would assume.
If we find out that you've double crossed us in any way, we know where you live.
Yes, and you live here too.
For the time being. Let's go.
Everybody else is
You're
gone.
already going.
Yeah,
We're waiting on you.
everybody else is gone.
I think Zed and I are already starting the ship up
Yeah.
at this point.
Right.
Where the
Tori's
pre-flight
just like
checks.
standing there, just waiting. Just
Right. I'm sitting in one of the rear seats, just scowling.
They're scowling. They're getting ready. They're scowling. As you're
and you see like a little. I'm not sure if it would, but I have a neural recorder. So I'm like recording the conversation. That's why Tori will wait for like this conversation to end. So it's like all right, in case they say they didn't say something, we have proof.
Do you honestly record everything that you encounter?
Yes.
I know. Me, I like to have the opportunity to forget things.
Well, at the the end of every cycle, I purge. Can't let it get too backed up.
Does that go straight into your brain then?
Oh, yep. Well, I mean, I got cybernetics, and so it's like I got a computer head, I guess.
Right. So you got a
And it goes
machine
tunk,
head,
tunk, tunk, tunk.
and that makes you better than the rest.
He's no.
Okay.
It puts me on par with and points to you.
I mean, you're probably better than the rest. That's fine. You just kind of seeing that go into your head just freaks me out a bit. I mean that in the nicest
Fair.
possible way. That you terrify me.
It's just doesn't say anything. Turns and makes the way. I think I got like one. Oh yeah, no, they don't have any social skills.
Me either. The two most unsocial people sitting
You
across
just
from
like
each
follow
other.
right behind me, and
Making
it's okay. I guess we're
horrible small
leaving.
all right, you're leaving. Hey, Relaxa. As you're going, you've got this data pad, you've got the coordinates. All of a sudden, you get a new message on your data pad that comes through. I'm going to share it here with you.
Ooh.
Zed looks down at Auric. He's like, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on the Imperial.
I don't trust any of you lot, to be honest. But you're
That's
the one
fair.
that seems still caught up in the ideology. And now I think we will.
But he's also, when you're looking at him, he's got these goggles, and he'll just sort of mess with them, and they'll kind of light up a little bit here.
But don't worry, I can see really good in these.
Really?
Fair enough.
Oh, look at that. It's all black. Boop,
Just
boop.
like space.
Just like I shared a picture. There's Quinn space station for you. Big, massive kind of clamshell docking station at the bottom, large enough for capital ships to dock into.
Mm-hmm.
Huge operation. All right. You've read your thing there.
What thing?
I shared something with you. Did it not pop up on your screen?
Yes, it did.
No.
Okay. Got you. What thing? What thing? All right, so you get in your ship, you prepare, and we are gonna head on out. Let's see if this works. Let me try something here. Dun, dun, dun.
Bravo 6, going to hook.
Sorry, I'm just fulfilling a chat request.
What?
He's been hearing voices again. They tell him to do things. Tell him he'll be
10.
rewarded.
The answer's 10.
That was amazing.
What is being asked of you? Bravo 6
to
go
say-
dark.
Bravo 6.
Strange.
Going dark.
All right, so you get in the ship, you punch in the coordinates, and is this gonna work? Did anything happen for you? No. Son of a gun. I'm gonna try one more
You
time.
try to do the warp thing.
Yes.
Yeah, this is gonna
Yeah.
Does it work? It doesn't work. Exit scene. Let's try it one more time. Oh, we'll do it this way. Enter, exit. I did it wrong. Damn it. Put in the coordinates and...
Nice.
There we go.
Those of you at home, we are watching ourselves travel right now. And we come out of space, and in front of
That's
us
awesome. Awesome.
is a derelict Star Destroyer. It's just sitting there in space, kind of fractured, damaged. Chunks of it are missing. There are no lights on. You're free to scan it. There's no other... there's no other ships in the area from what you're picking up. You seem to be the only ones right now. You are on the far reaches, the fringes out of the outer rim. No one quite knows what lays beyond. Rumor of strange creatures and other civilizations, but those who cross outside the outer rim don't return. What do you want to do as you're sitting here looking at this derelict Star Destroyer?
Yeah, can we scan it?
Mm-hmm. You certainly can.
I'm so excited. Which one do I push?
Yeah, let's test out rolling some dice, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Heck yeah.
So I know none of us are great at ships. This was the order. Don't build a ship-based character. We're going to be more ground-based. So don't worry about this per se. Just looking at what would be the most... Let's do computers.
Oh, yes.
So when you click it, you're going to click the dice symbol on the right-hand side, be it like green triangles and yellow octagons and things like that. So click that. That'll bring up a dice roller. Once you're in the dice roll, I will tell you the difficulty. So the base difficulty is automatically always 2.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh,
that's okay. Just leave it as is and hit roll. So the way the dice work, you got these funky
Nice.
dice, you've got these symbols. Those little explosions are successes. And the little, I don't know, we didn't get any failures, did we? No, we didn't. 2 successes.
Failures.
You've got the little like wings with the star in the middle. Those are advantage, and the little balls are threats. So threat and advantage cancel each other out. So you see how you have 4 of those little winged star symbols and 2 of the other ones on the purple die? So 2 of those purple canceled out 2 of those wing symbols. So you're left 2 successes and 2 advantage. So you succeed. You succeed with advantage. You can succeed with threat, where you can succeed and something bad could happen. You could fail with advantage in the system. So you can still fail, but maybe something advantageous may come of it later on. It's a cool system. So you start scanning the ship, and at first there are no signs of life. It almost seems you can see kind of lights twinkle or flicker, but again, it's coming up that there's no power being generated. And then you dig a little deeper. With your 2 successes, 2 advantages, you find that there's some sort of technology masking the life signs on the ship. You pinpoint there is life. It's actually teeming with life. There's pockets of life throughout the ship. You also see movement on the ship, but with no signs of life, oddly. But there are definitely people here. They're hiding something. Remember, the war is long over. So whatever the ship is doing out here, whatever it's conducting, whatever's been going on in here, maybe they don't know the war is over. Maybe they're continuing with orders. Maybe this is a fringe ship. You don't know, but there is people here and something is happening. You scan the docking bay. There are no signs of activity or life in there.
Is there like life support? Are we good to go?
There is life support. You can remove your helmets. Again, at first glance, it says there is no life support. It is down. It is offline. But with your 2 successes, your 2 advantage, it's operating. Somebody's written a code to transmit that this thing is dead in space, and it is clearly not.
Imperial. Are they scanning us in return? Any targeting?
Oh, just take a deep breath. We've come to this ship. It's in the middle of space, outside from its obvious beauty and superior construction. We don't know anything about what's inside or what we're doing. And I'll transfer the information from the ship to my datapad. Do I need to roll for that?
No. You just bring it all over. Again, the ship's name is the Vector. That was its name when it was commissioned and active and everything. So you have the right ship from what Dargo said.
And I'm
just going to assume that's a no. They're not targeting us. Otherwise, we'd probably be blown to smithereens by now. Did you get anything else? Any other ships in the area?
No, it looks like we beat the rush. I mean, it had to do with my piloting, I'm sure.
Right.
Definitely.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, let's get it into the docking bay then.
I agree.
All right. So you pilot this thing. Again, we're not going to roll. You bring in the docking bay. You can see through your viewing port as you're coming in the docking bay that the hangar itself is in disarray. There's like TIE fighters that are hanging, like they're like clamped up, ready for deployment. They're kind of hanging off their clamps. There are destroyed ones that are completely blown up and smashed on the ground of this docking bay. It's in complete disarray. You can see carbon scoring on the walls. You come in for a landing. You just disembark.
Yeah. See, so I'm not entirely certain about like the mechanics of the scanning features on this ship. So like would it be like if we've gone ahead and rolled and scanned, have we scanned anything in this room? Does it mean that we've scanned the entire ship?
You scanned for life signs, you scanned for power, you scanned for life support. I'll tell you also the weapon systems are definitely operational. You know that there's pockets of life, but like at like room to room, you don't have that data.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so I'll power down the ship and yeah, is it time to go? Yes. Who shall be our meat shield?
Who is going to lead the way?
Tori
Right. Who needs a
puts
meat
their hand
shield
up and it does
when
all
you got
this
metal?
And he's like, all right, I'll go in the front. Yeah, got more metal.
Right.
And I can take some hits and replace bits a little bit easier than the rest of you.
Bits and hits.
Most of it's, replaceable.
I'll bring my toolkit.
Oh, and I don't know how it would work with the helmet, but I have scanner goggles. So in case it's dark in there, I imagine it's just a part of the helmet. So I just go like, doo, 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 and it's like, pshing.
So the lights appear to be on in the docking bay. So as you enter the docking bay, like you exit your ship, you notice that there are several pools of blood on the floor and more covering the walls. But despite all the blood, there doesn't appear to be any bodies in these puddles. But their weapons remain, but no bodies.
Is the blood fresh or is it old? Like,
just by looking at it, it's dried. It's old.
Okay.
You don't need to roll for that.
What kind of weapons did they leave behind?
I knew someone was gonna ask. So there are blaster pistols. Feel free to drag any of these to your character sheet if you want them. Blaster pistols, blaster rifles, vibro knives. you could scrounge together a suit or two of stormtrooper armor.
What?
If you'd like.
Is there any heavy ranged weapons? Is that the assault rifle?
Their blaster rifle it's a long range, but it's not a heavy.
Oh, okay, it's not a heavy. Okay.
Oh, it is a ranged heavy. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. It is a ranged heavy. So blaster rifle, yeah, ranged heavy. You can grab. Anybody can grab one of those. There's weapons scattered everywhere. This is all Imperial issued. Looking at them Megan, your character knows this is Stormtrooper standard issue, Imperial officer standard issue. This is your people's gear scattered everywhere.
Is that the one that would pull up as laminate armor?
It should pull up as storm. It's weird because I know it's Stormtrooper armor, but it doesn't.
Imperial Storm Commando armor or Storm
scavenged clone armor option.
Perfect. Okay.
It provides 2 soak is basically all it does. So if it's 2 soak, then and nothing else, then throw it on your character.
Right.
Nice.
You know what? I've already got riot gear, and I don't feel like tainting myself with that nonsense upon my fur.
That's what I like to hear of Rogadin.
Thick, heavy robes, so I kind of just grab some pieces and put them in my pack. I imagine I'm able to string it on there, but I won't bother changing.
Zed's providing Overwatch while everybody's checking the bodies out.
Hey, welcome, lords and ladies of fate. Thank you for the raid. Chuck, good to see you, my friend.
Right.
Doing some Star Wars. All right, so yeah, you start checking the area. Like I said, there's TIE fighters. They're all destroyed. Some have their cockpits broken, like someone purposefully broke them, it looks like. Some have one or both their wings have been removed or completely obliterated. You do see that there's a set of blast doors to a hallway on the far end. For your character, Megan, I keep forgetting your character's name. Relaxa. Your way around a Star Destroyer, right? You've been on one before. This is not anything new to you. You know that, this is the way to leave the main docking bay if you're going to head out and keep exploring this ship. But you do notice scanning and looking over there appears to be a corpse of an Imperial Navy officer laying against the wall under the door's controls. And it seems like they're holding something or clutching something. And this is the only body in this whole room.
Yeah, I'll go over and see.
Yeah,
Tori, if possible, puts a hand on your shoulder, relax, and it's that looks like a trap.
It's a trap.
Why?
So
why would it be a trap?
Either that.
It's the only body.
He ate the others before he passed away.
It's possible, but let me sneak in there first. Let me try to get close. If it's a trap, at least it'll hit me, and I'll be fine. I can take hits. I can take you're more all of you are more little squishy than me. So
the gank are like cybernetic beings. They replace all of their body parts as much as they can with cybernetics. So Tyler's actually started with
a robot arm.
Yeah, but that's why offering up themselves as sacrifice here, because they'll just replace it with something else. Like, blew off my arm, I'll buy another arm. Lose a leg, I'll get another leg. So if you're curious why they are so eager and okay with dying or losing limbs, that is why. So if there's a thermal detonator tied to this body and goes off, Tori will be very happy.
So may I stealth?
You may stealth
to the body.
This big, wide, giant, open, bright room. And there's
I have this big, heavy cloak on. You just see him, you see Tori just lay flat on their stomach. And if you've ever played Metal Gear Solid 4, and just the snake crawl, and just just tries to get up there. What would this difficulty be, Matt? Make it hard if you want.
No, we'll stick with a standard 2 difficulty here.
Okay.
Let's roll with that.
Am I able to upgrade it via taking strain?
You could. Do you want to take some strain to gain a boost? Well, strain is usually aiming is typically the only way, the only boost you gain. Then when you get successes, you can transfer those into boosts. So
cool. I already have 2 boosts thanks to the
I
lovely
saw that. I see your
stealth talents and being an assassin. But let's see. I'll roll
2 successes and 1 threat. Okay, so you're successful. Everybody's watching you. You get down on your belly and you start slithering, and even your crewmates seem to lose sight of you as you kind of wiggle in and out of the wreckage of these TIE fighters.
Did he assimilate pieces of the ship? Is he one with it now?
I have no idea what that friggin' gank is doing, but he'll pop up somewhere.
Their people both impress and terrify me, and also make me very sad at all the same time.
So you slither your way up there. You make it right up to the body. No one seems to know where you went or what happened. As you get up to the door, though, you kind of like shimmy up next to the wall or next to the door to take a closer look at his body. And as you do so, you bump it and you make a noise. Nobody sees you, but all of a sudden there's like a boom, a noise. You can hear kind of like boom, 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 kind of echo and reverberate down the hallway. So that's your threat. But nobody sees you. You're completely blending in with your surroundings.
Okay. I check out the body. I see if I can touch it.
You can touch it. A single finger.
The body down.
It is a human.
I want First, I touch it to make sure, and pinch it to make sure they're dead.
It is cold
pinch it with my robot fingers and just.
Oh, I guess you don't feel warped or cold, but it is dead. It doesn't flinch.
Cool.
It doesn't
move.
And
there's a crack as like I just break a bone. And then I pat the body down. Make sure there's nothing on it.
They seem to be clutching a.
How about I just take the hand itself that's clutching the
Datapad. So you just snap the hand, the bone, and it drops a Datapad to the floor.
Wait, be careful. Be careful with that. Oh, is there any trap? Is it safe for me to come forward?
I stand up, grab the Datapad, pat it on, it seems so. Looks around, waits to get shot.
No shot, brings out.
Seems fine. Well, I bring the Datapad to Relaxia. I'm like, hi, here you go.
Grabs it eagerly.
Hi.
The body confirmed dead. I pass the hand over. So you can see it is not bleeding. He's been dead for a little while, at least.
The body has on it. What does the body have on it other than the Datapad? It has a blaster pistol. It has its blood-soaked uniform, and it also has a long-range comlink.
Ooh. Would I be able to sync that up with my own? Or
you could if someone has a comlink, you could use it to communicate with another comlink. Yep.
Okay, I'll grab it. I'll I'll grab that. I'd pick up the blaster and say, anyone want this one? I don't want it. And tosses it.
Zed is absolutely ignoring you, and he's just he's at the door, pretending like he doesn't really know anyone here. Except for Brian.
I mean, Auric's right next to you, just his hands down his face covering it. And if he could reach his eyes, which he can't, he would be just massaging with the headache.
So he's going to shove that in his brain too.
Zed's giving Lasat the eye, saying, "What are you gonna do, soldiers? What are you gonna do?" Right?
Right. This way.
The The Datapad. Are you checking that? Relaxa. All right. You scan through it. It's mostly mundane files. A couple of things catch your eye. One of them being confirms this was a crew member on the Vector. It has the ship's name. There's readouts on power consumption, and there's also the layout of the ship itself. The other is the last a voice recording is the last entry in here.
Oh, fantastic. So I'll transfer the information from that datapad to my datapad.
Sure.
And just drop the old one. Yeah, I'll listen to the voice recording.
Yeah, so you hit it and you can hear like people screaming, you hear blasters going off, and you hear a man's voice say, "We've destroyed the ship in all of the hangars. There's no way off the ship now. I can hear them banging on the door. It's only a matter of time before they get in. I won't let them get to me. I won't not turn into one of those things. Asabi, if you hear this, I'm sorry. Sorry for putting my position before you. Sorry for never being around. Sorry for not making time for you. I love you." And you hear him take a deep breath. He goes, "This is Major Lin Ashuka of the Imperial Navy signing off." And you hear a blaster shot as something hits the floor.
Are there any dates about when this happened?
Yes. So this happened 2 months ago.
Oh, so fresh.
Fresh.
Excellent. So to proceed with caution. Seems to be some terrible things on this ship, or there was 2 months ago. But the major being, like an officer in the Imperial fleet, heroic and all that, I'm sure was overstating his terror in this message. However, he's provided us with a map of the ship, in conjunction with my previous scans, of where we see life, where I feel there's concealment. I think we should be able to navigate this quite easily.
Right. Well, let's get this job done. I can't stand being on an Imperial ship that I'm not blowing up.
Well, really, if you want to think about it in a different light, my clone friend, this ship is really just an upgrade from the ones that you were quite used to, is it not?
You're not wrong. Similar in design, but used for a very different purpose.
Kind of like our army. Carry on. Let's go.
Oh,
zing! You see a blaster rifle starts to come up and he puts it back down.
Real charmer you are.
You're Loxa, just very militant in your approach. I love it. So the door is already kind of cracked open a little bit. As you open it up, the lights are flickering in the hallway here, so it's not all illuminated like the docking bay was, and the stench immediately hits your nostrils. It smells of like death and decay. You see more blood splattered on walls and pools of it. This looks much more fresh than what you saw in the docking bay.
Okay.
As you kind of scan left, you kind of scan right, something catches your eye, and you can see the familiar white gleam of a stormtrooper as you kind of shine your lights down there. It appears to have its back to you, but something doesn't look right with it. Looking a little closer, you see that its left arm is missing from the elbow down, and it's kind of dripping a pool of blood from it. It's hunched over, revealing that a large part of its lower back is exposed. And you can see that the flesh is almost like an ash gray and necrotic. And this thing's just kind of like lurching around.
Wait, what?
We got contact. Are you all seeing this?
If
I see it. Shall I dispatch of it? Without making a noise, I'll just go up and punch the back of the spine at the neck, and that should be enough.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me an average stealth check. It'll be 2 difficulty.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a black setback die for the threat you generated when you clanged the door from the previous scene.
I like it. What I get?
2 success, 3 advantage. So you get up over there, no problem. You disappear in the shadows. You get over there and
Snape-like.
You can kind of see like the hallway kind of curves to the left a little bit, and you see there's more of these. And right away, you notice that one of these stormtroopers, like, there's a massive hole in its torso. It's sitting in a pool of blood, and it's looking around. The lower half of its helmet is gone, and you can just see like these jaws, and again more of that gray necrotic flesh, and it's kind of like running its hand through the blood and like licking it off as it's lying there. And you can see there's like 6 or 7 of these things in the end of this hallway. You've managed to make your way over here successfully. Nothing has noticed you, but you're up now on that one that you did see, the one that's closest to everybody.
Okay. And how many have we seen just one, or is there?
You see 7 now total. That's including the one that you're on.
Does it look like if I were to dispatch this one, the others are not close enough to notice?
They could possibly notice. 100%.
Fair.
100%.
Fair. Well, Tori is gonna use the robot arm and just take probably just put. So they're probably just gonna. They also have a Garrett wire, so I don't know what would be better. But either way, the plan is to take off the head. So I'm just gonna like one hand on shoulder, other hand just head off. Chink.
Okay, so you're gonna use that. Okay, go ahead. Roll. I'm gonna give you 2 boost die based off of your 2 successes and 3 advantage in that on your last roll of stealth. I will boost your roll for you instead of making it more difficult. The difficulty is 2 though.
Okay.
All melee attacks standard difficulty is 2. Ooh. Okay.
Damn.
So 3 successes, 4 advantage. So the way combat works here is you need 1 success to trigger the base damage on your weapon. So the base damage on your weapon is, what, is it 8? And then every additional success translates into an extra point of damage. So that's why you're seeing 11 damage on your roll right now.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So it's cool. It's cool how this system does that. All you need is the one success to trigger the base damage. Critical rating of 3. So you can now you have 4 advantage, and you can spend your 4 advantage on various things. You could trigger the critical rating on your weapon. You'd need to spend 3 of your 4 advantage if you want to make this a critical attack and roll on a critical table. Or there's a whole list that we shared previous to this.
Yeah, I got it here.
On things that we can do. So there's a lot of options of combat here. So spending advantage and triumph. So you could spend 1 triumph to gain, or advantage, I guess, in here, advantage to gain a strain back. For example, if you'd spend strain and you wanted to get some strain back from a previous combat, you can add a boost die to the next person's check. So, like, if you were in turn order, it's kind of like paying it forward to the next person.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. But you've got multiple you can spend here. That only takes 1.
Right. So I'll do the crit, and then I have 1 left over, and then I'll do it to whoever was gonna go next.
So you want to do a crit also?
Oh yeah, I'm just ripping the head off. Like, just make sure the head doesn't fall and like clatter. Literally, it's just 1 hand and.
So the way the crits work in here is you roll a D100. And that gets your result. Perfect. It gets your result on a table from 1 through 55 or 54. And the reason it goes so high is for every critical attack you do, you add, I believe it's 10 to your next crit roll, and it just keeps stacking. So you could have like plus 30 to like a crit roll if you've done 3 critical attacks prior to this one.
I love that.
So it's also really neat how it works. So roll me a D100, should be down there in the corner. and then we'll see where you land on your critical hit. 79. So 79 is... Oh, that's vehicle critical hit. 79 is... I was like, power fluctuation, what? Overpower. The target leaves himself open and the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against him using the exact same pool as the original attack. So you've done your damage, you do your 11 damage, and you've earned yourself an additional attack because they've left themselves open.
Okay, I'm down.
Combat is really good in this game. It's really cool.
And I get still the 2 boosts, same pool.
Yeah.
Is what that means? Okay.
Yeah. So another 11 damage. You could trigger another critical if you wanted to. Now, technically, your repulsor fist can only be used once every 3 rounds.
That's true.
So you might have to go to either just base brawling. You can use the same pool for it, which is fine.
Yeah.
Or you can use your weapon. A weapon, if you'd like.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, the repulsor fist is really powerful, but it now has to charge for the next 3 rounds before you can use it again.
Slow firing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It also is concussive. But yeah, this will just be normal brawl punch. Okay.
So just go ahead and roll me brawl then, a brawl attack roll the skill.
Yeah.
What is the brawl damage? I had it.
I think it's
your strength.
Isn't it just like
your
brawn?
Okay.
You're brawn. Yeah, you're brawn.
Roll me brawl with 2 boosts, please.
Okay, you got it.
6 success. What's your brawn?
My brawn is 4.
Okay, so we'll say the 1 success does 4 damage, and then each additional one is going to do an extra point of damage. Holy crap!
Yeah, we just dump all that in there.
Like, you've killed
this double neck break, just snap.
You've re-killed this thing over and over. Bam! You put your repulsor fist through it. You then take its head, snap its head, but you have generated 2 threat. It is going to fall to the ground and make a clank as its plastic.
I had too much fun. Tori had too much fun with their kill.
Hits the metal ground. It goes clunk, clunk, and all of a sudden, all these creatures, the 6 remaining, look over at you and let out this horrific screech and just start running at the group of you.
Maybe next time, just break the neck. Don't rip off the head and off the body. It's fine. This is gonna be great. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, we're still standing back from.
You're back in the hallway.
Yeah. Okay. Tori just is. I mean, they're ecstatic. They're happy that they're just about to be in a mosh pit of zombie whatever this is. Yeah.
Zombie stormtroopers. All right, let me get this set up here. This should be fun. How was combat? How was that?
That was great. It is definitely it does give me the same it's the same company that did Legend of the 5 Rings. So this is so much more polished, and it's great. I love it.
So we're gonna have the dead one near you.
How does initiative work in this?
Yes, that's the next thing we're gonna do here. It is interesting. So
it's like cool or vigilance or something.
Yeah, so it's set right now. So if you're prepared for battle, it's cool. If you're caught off guard, it's vigilance. So right now it's set to cool. I'm gonna say you all had your weapons out. You were ready. You knew something was off here. So we're gonna roll cool.
Oh, man.
Or whatever the prepared one is. Let me add you
I think
all to the combat encounter here.
I wish I was dumb enough to roll vigilance instead.
So
do we need to
the way combat works is it's fluid. Somebody roll already? It's weird. Some of the PCs are showing up as PCs and some as NPCs, but your list is PC. What I'll do is I'll roll it. Like if you take a look at the combat tracker, you see everybody's listed on there. I'm gonna have to change your tokens, change the PCs, because it doesn't list the name. And the reason it doesn't list the name is it's fluid. So it doesn't matter if like Jeff rolls the best roll. If Tyler's the best combatant to start off, then you take that spot. So anybody kind of jumps in wherever it makes sense. So it doesn't matter who rolls what. It's a group initiative, and you just kind of go back and forth, whoever's the best for that given situation.
Okay.
I love that.
Why did it not roll?
So each of us should just roll one of these.
Roll one of the PC ones. Everybody roll a PC one.
All right.
And I'll roll on my
I'm
NPC
gonna wait
ones.
till everyone does
Yeah,
theirs.
because everybody selects the same one.
You want us to
Yeah.
do cool, you said? You want us to do
Cool,
Matt,
yes,
said?
please. And this changes round to round also. So it looks like... So
Is
looking
that
at...
all of them?
Oh, let's change the overlay so people can see what we're looking at also here. Boop.
Oh wow, I still got a success with only one die. Oh my gosh. What? I feel so lucky. I can't wait to die amazingly.
There we go. All right, so people at home should be able to see the initiative tracker. They should be able to see the hallway we're in. They can see the die rolls now. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so we've got the tracker up there. The NPCs get to go first for the first 2 turns. So, and again, the same thing for me. I get to use whoever I want for that given situation, whoever is best for that situation. So I'm just going to have a couple of these things screech and run up at you. We got the dead one at your feet. I'll delete that. 1, 2. Oops.
Do I have the head in my hand?
Sure.
Okay, good.
All right, so it's the first PC's turn. So it's your guys' turn. Whoever you want to go can go first.
Can we see them from where we're
Oh yeah, and you can hear them screech, and they're thud, 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 and they got their arms up, screaming as they run towards Tori.
And the whoever goes next gets that bonus die that I had from the thingy.
Zed would level his blaster rifle, take his maneuver to aim using his steady aim feature, and then fire a shot.
Okay, I like your steady. I played a clone trooper, so I know what you're doing and how good it is. Once you aim once in combat, you do not need to aim again to get that bonus, right?
Nice.
That is a fact.
Lita Strange, thanks for joining us. All right, so go ahead and make your attack. It's going to be okay. Actually, it's not going to be standard difficulty. So it's going to be 2 difficulty, but you are firing into melee with a friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a little bit more difficult here.
I'm okay with if I hit him though. So
okay.
He doesn't seem to care.
Okay
if
he gets hit,
when firing,
he's literally just like arms open as these creatures. He's like, let's go.
When firing into melee with a friendly, you increase the difficulty by 1, so you're going to upgrade your pool. And if you roll any threats, I roll randomly to hit a target other than the one you're aiming for.
It's rude, but I'm okay.
It's fun. As it's go back to the rulebooks, I'm like, wow, we never use this stuff, and this is pretty deadly. This is fun.
I take it. All right, let's see what we do here.
Oh, a triumph. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Success, triumph, 2 threats though. You're gonna hit targets other than your intended one, but you did get a triumph. So I'm gonna say you're gonna hit your intended target because of the triumph, but you're gonna get some collateral damage on another target. 16 damage. Decent.
Pull us over to the map. We must see this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for reminding me
That's
that I didn't pull you over the map that I'm all looking at.
Well, I mean, the viewers are seeing.
I know everybody who's watching can see it. So we got you guys in the hallway here, and Tori is down at the mouth of the hallway with these zombie stormtroopers. You guys can reposition yourselves in the hallway there. It's just the doorway you came through from the docking bay.
It's a pretty good spot for Zed. So yeah, 16 damage.
No. Okay. And you get to spend your triumph.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Who is it? PC goes next as well, so I will. I'll spend the triumph to upgrade Vrogadin's next check.
Very good.
Did you take the boost as well?
I did. Thank you.
Nice.
Nice. It's like that pizza place of, for $1 and you pay for the next person.
Okay, so your first one is going to kill the zombie stormtrooper. Oops. As I cover things up on my screen. Zombie stormtrooper. So we'll mark that one as dead. And for the other one, because the you got the threat, so it's going to hit a target other than your own. I rolled, and it's the other stormtrooper that you're going to hit, and I'm going to give it half damage on that one. Because you hit it twice. 16 damage. We're just going to carry the damage over. But it's like splash damage, we'll say, because you did hit your initial one. Wow. That still kills it. You take out 2 of these things. And when you make noise, firing your blaster, you can hear more screams nearby. It seems that you gotten the attention of more of these things to the north and south of you.
This may be a little bit more complicated than Dargo initially let on.
I mean, we knew it was going to be terrible when we came here, but that's fine.
So it's another PC's turn. You can see 2 more of these things to the south. Currently, I think you guys can see that far with your vision, can't you?
No.
I can.
Yeah, if you just scroll down, oh, maybe not.
No.
I'm able to see 4 farther down, but that's because
you're closer.
Yeah.
There are more down there. I'll just kind of move them up. You can see 2 more down there, but they're further away. These ones would be at medium range.
Right.
Okay.
And with movement, you can only move one. Like, you can move
range
up to close, basically.
Yes, or you can spend another maneuver to, like, you can take a strain, and you could move twice.
Oh. I mean, I'd kind of love to do that.
It's 2 strain, isn't it? 2 strain.
Is it 2 strain to double
additional
move?
maneuver? Yeah, I think so.
To give it additional one, yeah.
Well, I mean, if he's going through the effort to give me a boost to do something, I feel like
upgrade. Not just a boost. You get to upgrade your dice.
Oh, hey.
I would like to do that. So I'll spend the 2. I'll go running in all willy-nilly. Because I'm pretty excited to do this.
It's such a departure from your previous character.
I know.
I know. All right, so you just want to run in up to one of these things? I'll just move you in there next to one of them.
Right. There we go.
You should see more now too, probably.
Okay, now this looks like fun. Okay.
Tori agrees.
Okay, so he gave me an upgrade. Let me pull up the sheet. Okay, oh, there's the upgrade ability. I see that now. Wait, I want to do it once. And then I get a boost because of mod on it. And go.
Nice.
Ooh, 5 successes. Cut in 2.
Not too shabby. Sorry, I'm just fixing something over here. Let me get back over and see what happened. All right.
Right, looks like the wings and balls balanced out.
Yes, so the wings and balls balanced out. So no threat, no advantage, just a straight attack, which is successful for
just
14 damage.
Just a giant Zerhander Vibro Greatsword just comes in and just chops as far into this thing as he can. I know he's not really a stormtrooper anymore, but it still feels good. It's the next best thing.
The next best thing. Yeah, so you run in, vibroblade, just hack it up. It's screaming at you as you do so. 14 damage is enough to take this thing down.
You got to die twice, and that makes me happy.
Man, look at that initiative pool just becoming all PC as you slay these things.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay. You guys are next until the last NPC. I don't even know if I have them all on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am missing one. I'll add it next round. It's fine. Okay. Who wants to go next?
So there's these god awful cries coming from both the north and south of this corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a computer terminal or sort of access point somewhere in this hallway?
Like
somewhere, for instance, that I could like plug into to see whether or not I could shut some doors or
I'd say on the inside of the docking bay, like on the other side of the door, there was a control panel next to the docking bay door, so you can go back into the docking bay and plug in.
Okay, I will go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And see, if it controls anything that has is there anything like in the north part of this hallway that I can shut? Are there any doors?
There are blast doors you can most likely shut.
In the hallway where our friends are currently?
In the hallway that you're in, yep. You could shut some blast doors to the north.
Cool. And I'm rolling computers, I'm assuming?
Make me a computers roll, and we're going to make this a 2 difficulty. Which I think believe is a standard one that's already in there.
I'll yell beforehand. So if we were to close these doors, the blast, where would they be on this map?
They would be to the north of where the others are.
Okay, so like, can you ping it for me?
You can't see them. They're off map. But I'll say yes, there are blast doors. We'll stop them.
All right.
The map doesn't go that far.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna like cut anybody in half or anything like that.
Right. Nope. No, you are not gonna cut anybody in half.
Okay. I'll yell at the door. I'm shutting some doors. Everybody look alive for a moment. And difficulty 2, you said?
Yeah.
2. Cool.
Ooh. So you do it. 4 success is 1 threat. Yep. I'm going to say a few slip through before you can close the door. That's the threat.
That's fine.
Nice.
Okay. But all of a sudden you can, like, there's the power's blinking back there, and all of a sudden you can hear this, like, grinding of gears, the people who are still in the hallway, and you can hear all of a sudden, like, something give, and doors, like, slowly closing. You hear more screaming to the north of you. But it sounds like some blast doors are being shut.
Excellent.
Very cool. Next. You got 3 of these things to the south. If you can't see them where you're currently located, but there are 3 to the south.
Would Auric like to go?
You can go ahead. It's fine.
You haven't gone yet, have you? You're attacking?
No, I haven't. I'm not really great at combat. How far away? How far away are they?
Medium range.
Medium range?
Yeah.
I think that's in my blaster pistol range. Yeah. All right. If that's the case, I will target the one that Vrogden's not on.
Yep.
So as not to cause any trouble.
He's not on any. He killed the one that he's on. So you're not firing into melee at this point.
Then I will fire at Vrogden since he is wide open.
Makes sense.
I'm going to burn 2 strain to take 2 aims. So basically 2 maneuvers to get plus 2 blues and fire because I should be in range.
Yeah. Do
All right.
it.
Trying to remember how to add the blues. There it is. Okay. And that's a failure with 5 advantages.
Just asking in the chat there if we're going to use Groats for rerolls. We can buy boosts or threats if you want for these guys with a maximum of 3 boost per any roll. We're not going to get too crazy. So you can buy boosts or you can buy threats for me.
So I bought you a threat earlier.
Oh, you did? Thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to.
I said, please be gentle.
Oh, is that? I saw your message. Please be gentle. I didn't realize it was a threat. Okay. Boost and threat, a max of 3 boosts. We may change that if it gets a little too crazy, but let's do that instead. Okay, so you failed. So you fired. It goes wide. It bounces off the walls, but you have 5 advantage to spend.
Right. So can I give next allied character Can I do this? Can I use the same one twice?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 4 of them to give the next allied character Tori plus 2 bonuses on their next check. So they're gonna get 2 blue dice, and then I will use the last one to recover 1 strain. So I'll get 1 strain.
Get your strain back. Okay.
Back. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I don't hit, but maybe I'm firing wildly and I'm like hitting the ceiling. And the lights are kind of going crazy and it's kind of distracting it a little bit, and that might make Tori close in and be able to attack better.
Cool. Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, Taurus gladly will take those, and will start. They'll pull out the heavy blaster they picked up and start blasting at.
Start blasting
one when using those 2 bonuses.
Start blasting. Standard difficulty.
Cool.
The 2 purple nurples.
Oh, I didn't mark them. Dang it.
Oh yeah, nobody's marked anybody so far. 1 success only. This is where the dice can get fickle. You could have a crazy dice pool, but you can get like single successes and with threats and things like that. So, but you got 1 success, so you do your base damage. You got a heavy blaster rifle.
Is that what it was?
No, it was just a blaster rifle.
Oh,
I was like,
sorry.
That thing's huge.
My bad.
What's the base damage on the blaster rifle? We'll just use that.
I think it's 8.
Is it 8?
On a blaster
Makes
rifle,
sense.
I think.
Let's see if it will do the pew pew. No, I'll wait.
Yeah, do it again just for fun. Blaster rifle base damage is 9 actually. Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love that.
So
that's cool.
We'll take your original one. So I said 9 damage. So you're gonna do 10 damage total to this thing.
Hi.
Pew pew.
Am I able to do the maneuver to move in closer so I can start brawling?
Did you use the maneuver to aim? No, you didn't, because you had boosts.
I did not.
Yes, you could use your maneuver now to get in there next round up close to this thing. Pardon me.
I will do that. Oops.
So you hurt it, but you did not kill it.
That's why I'm getting up into brawling range for next time. And
where's my last one that gets to go? I've got to hover over it and it shows me which one it is. Oh, okay. So you fire
to the left.
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
do I have 3 advantages?
You have 3 advantage. You could pass to nobody. You can do it to the next round.
Okay.
One of them screams and comes from around the corner.
You can add disadvantage to the next person's attack.
And you could make my roll harder.
I'll do that.
No.
Yes.
All right, it's gonna run out and try.
Yes.
to batch you. These things aren't carrying weapons. It's just got it's bloody hands. Yeah. It's slashing at you and trying to gnaw at you. So let's roll a brawl. And
I've also got 1 point of melee defense.
Oops. Okay.
Yeah, same here. I have that.
So it fails. It runs up at you, screams and screeches your face. It's clawing at you. You're able to hold off. You have a vibro staff. Is that what you have?
The Zerzurker, the basically vibro great sword.
Okay. Yeah, so you hold it off of that thing. I have advantage for me, which is kind of threat, so I can spend my threat and despair. And I'm going to give the... What do I have? Just one? It's not fun. That's not very much. I need more balls.
Yeah.
I've been saying that about you for a couple of years now.
That was good. That was quick. I'll give a setback to the next person who goes. Black setback die. All right, so we're going to go to the next round of combat. We're going to have some new combatants that slip through the doors to the north. Enter the fray. And let's go to the next round. So I gotta roll for those guys.
Oh, no way. Is he the... Oh, yeah, we get to do... That's so cool. I really like that. I love systems that change the order.
I do too. I really do. All right, the one that's closest to Jeremy's character, I'm getting used to all the names, charges at you, and it's gonna try to also hit you.
What does the melee defense do? Is that like, it's not soak, is it disadvantage?
It's a setback die.
It's a black. It's one of the black D6s. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, it succeeded with one advantage. So its brawn is 4, so it'll be 6 damage.
Right. Shame about that. It gets close, but not enough.
Okay, so you still hold it off. You soak the damage with your sword. I'm gonna give a setback die to the next person that goes. Where's my next PC? Oh, at the top. Crashing, running through.
Oh, I see them up there.
This is great.
Down towards... They're pretty far. I'll use a double maneuver to close in. And the one to the south that's engaged with Tori is next. It'll roll brawl. Did you say you have a defensive 1 as well, Tori?
I have a defensive 1, yep. And there was the thing I gave to him.
What'd you...
with my advantage to make it harder.
Oh, I took it on the next one that attacked. So the one that attacked last round.
Oh, okay, perfect. Good.
Success. 3 successes. So 8 damage.
Can I activate dodge? Or do I have to do that before?
I believe it's maneuver on your turn. Is it not? Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong. You can like dive to the ground, or
it says it's a ability.
It's an ability
or something.
Okay, yeah.
When targeted by a combat check, the target may choose to immediately perform a dodge incidental to suffer a number of strange and upgrade the difficulty of the combat check by that number.
So you'd want to do that before the attack because it would upgrade my.
I'll remember
my
for next time.
So 8 damage. Does that penetrate? Does that go through your soak?
Yes, my soak is 4.
Okay, so you take 4 damage. Woo.
So that's no problem. 4 wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4 wounds.
No problem. I got 12 threshold.
All right, who is the first PC that wants to go this round?
I want revenge. I'm gonna destroy this guy in front of me. My fist, like, it goes bloop, 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 charged, and I just repulsor fist this guy.
Right.
Right.
Of fisting.
It's been 2 rounds. Your fist will be back next round, right? Because it's been 2 rounds since we started. Okay.
Next round.
I believe it's I always forget. The fist itself is yeah, fair. I can't find a thingy on it where it was. Yeah, slow firing 2. Yeah, so yeah, not ready yet. Well, in that case, I will Garrett this guy.
All right.
Just like slip behind him and yeah, let's do her up. Nice. Oh, 1 thing.
2 successes.
So essentially, yeah.
It has a base 0 damage. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's I'm basically like having snared them, I believe.
Okay.
Is what it does. It's like it would be suffocating, but they don't breathe. They're dead, I assume.
So it's gonna soak any damage that you've like any of the damage has been nullified. Okay.
It's mainly stopping it from attacking for the time being, I guess.
Gotcha.
You're waiting it out till you get your fist back.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fisto. All right. Or on to another PC.
All right, I think Zed would use his maneuver to disengage from this death trooper that came up to him, move back a little bit, because he's maintaining his steady aim the entire time. And then he is going to open fire using the 2 boost dice that Beowulf so kindly gave me.
So technically this thing is engaged with Jeff's character there, so just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah.
So just increase the difficulty by 1. Or upgrade the difficulty, I should say. Woo! Wow.
4 successes, 4 advantages.
4 successes and 4 advantages. So 14 damage. Let me see where that puts this guy. Ba, ba, ba. 14. Wow. It's still up.
That's what I should do.
Still up.
Okay, I am going to I'm going to spend
Piercing help negate some of that.
Oh yeah, the piercing will go through was it one
point of soak?
Yeah.
Nice.
I am going to spend 3 of those advantages to give myself +1 melee defense until the end of next turn. And then I will spend the last advantage to give my next allied a boost die.
Oh,
very good. And who is the next ally going to be?
I mean, I might like to chop one unless somebody else wants to go.
Go right ahead, man.
If you target one, you'll get a little choppy chop.
Oh, well then. Yeah, I'm going to target the guy to the... Do I just right-click it or...
Double click. Is it double click, Jeff? Or right click and... It's been so long
targeting. It's double right click.
Double
right click. Yeah. There we go. I'll go for the one to the bottom left of me. Kind of leave the other one. All right, so get him. Got 1 extra blue die, right?
Yes.
Right.
Right, I'm going to do that. Going to go ahead and give myself a point of strain because I really want to chop them up good. And then now I'm ready. All right. I'll feel good about this.
Triumph. Okay. Take a look at your triumph spins. Very nice. Yeah, chat. Triumph. Yeah. Very good.
So...
Oh, wow. destroy their.
You do a critical and get plus 20 to your roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I'll also have a plus 30 for my end. I want to do a critical
plus
with a plus
50?
50.
Okay,
I've
go
got
ahead.
30 on my own. The weapon's vicious too.
Go ahead and roll me a D100, please. Please roll 100.
So it's only an 80.
80 is
It's
overpowered.
again.
Yep, same one. So you're gonna get a free attack. So you didn't kill it with the first attack, but go ahead and make me another attack with all the same stuff you had previous. If you had any extra boosts or anything, gets all of it over again.
That sounds wonderful.
It's funny, I've played this game a lot, and nobody's really leaned into the criticals, and they're actually really good. I actually really like the criticals.
Reminds me of good old Twilight 2000.
Yeah, take an extra 10 if you do another critical. But yeah, so 12 damage. 12 damage is gonna kill this thing, and you got three advantage now to pay it forward to the next guy or take some strain back, whatever you want to do.
I probably should take a little bit of strain back. How much does it cost? Is it 1 advantage to recover strain?
Yeah,
yes,
1 advantage, 1
correct.
strain.
I might take back 2 strain, and then I could give one person an extra blue. I'll do that. That way I get back a little bit of my strain.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go next? The ball's still in your court.
Do you want to go, Jeff?
You unmuted, so I thought you were gonna go. So I'm waiting for you. Go right ahead.
The two non-combatants.
100%, right? Like, I along with Relaxa is petrified of the current situation. So I'm gonna pull my my blaster pistol and shoot at the one that is directly in front of me as I cowardly run past it.
Nice.
Running away. Okay. You get a boost die though, do you not, from the previous attack? So go ahead and give yourself an extra, or a blue, I should say, not an extra one. And
this is not. Would you say that this is an agility test? Because I'm running and shooting.
Oh, we'll just flavor it that you're running and shooting, but you don't have to add anything to it.
But if I do, I get another blue die.
Oh, do you? Is that a talent or something that you have?
It's my determination. I am filled with determination. And it's okay.
So what does it do? Just tell me if you got a.
So I can give myself a strain, and I get a blue dice for any brawn or agility roll.
Oh, okay. No, these aren't brawn or agility rolls. I see what you're saying. Yes.
Ooh, that was
you hit.
Awesome.
You hit with a threat. Which one are you shooting at though? The one that's engaged with Jeff's character?
Mm-hmm.
So we needed to
dating.
We needed to engage. You need to increase the difficulty. So let's do it again. So bring up the die roll, and then there's going to be a button there to increase difficulty. I think it says. Let me see here.
Yep.
Totally is.
So
it's difficulty.
Yep. Do that. Upgrade difficulty.
Boost. Bam.
Even better. Even better. You're not doing as much damage, but you've got no threats. You got 3 advantage instead. That's what you want, because the threat would have hit Jeff. There's only 2 targets there, and you automatically don't hit your target when you roll a threat. You would have shot Jeff's character. So beautiful. You hit this thing. It's fractured remaining armor seems to have eaten up a good chunk of the damage, but it is it's still active. But you did hurt it. You did enough damage to go through its soak and actually hurt this thing.
That's the same one I shot before, though.
Oh, right? Is it? Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. It had 1 hit point left.
Oh, wicked. Yes. Okay. Yeah, then I just continue running past
Just
it.
running back into the docking bay or whatever.
I'll run down to the base point. I'm not going to be left. Oh, there's nobody there.
No.
Oh yeah, totally. So yeah, no, I'll come and stand beside Zed for sure.
Okay.
Yep. And yeah, that was very exciting. So
Zed begrudgingly looks at you and says, Good shot, Imperial."
Good Imperial weaponry. What can I say?
All right, who's left? I spent 2 maneuvers to run up to engage.
I still gotta go.
Okay, it's your turn.
What did you use your advantages for, Relaxa?
Oh, I of course gave them to you.
Oh, it's so kind.
Right?
All 3 of them?
Well, yeah, because there's nothing really to be. Yeah, I'll give you all 3.
Okay. Matt, off the screen to the north or to the top of the map, is there another one up there or another 2?
There is another 2.
Okay, I'm gonna fire at one of those. I don't trust myself not to hit one of my allies that just charged
for
in,
fun.
So I'm gonna
because we haven't done it yet. I'm spending a dark side point. Upgrade your difficulty on this shot.
Fair enough.
I thought we got to spend one before this ends. We're almost at the end, so I was like, oh, I'll use one now.
Can I use light side points on the same thing?
I don't know.
Not sure, because I think that you can use light side to upgrade, right? You can upgrade.
You can upgrade. Yep.
But if you already did it, I can't. I want to say you can't, but I could be.
I don't think you can, but
just keep outdoing each other because the same point would go back and forth.
Yeah,
it's like fine, I'm going to cancel yours. No, I'm going to cancel yours, and I'll cancel yours, right?
All right. So upgraded difficulty. Okay. So upgraded difficulty, and I got my 3 boosts from Relaxa. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to do aim to get another boost, and I'm also going to eventually take 2 strain to maneuver and get the hell out of here.
Sure.
But I'm going to fire first. That's a success. Okay.
That is a success.
Oh, I didn't roll damage.
That's fine. What's the base damage on your weapon?
I think it's 6. Let me see.
6.
Yeah, 6 crit 3.
So 9 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
it's hurt.
I'm gonna fire, and then I'm gonna spend 2 strain to maneuver a little further away. So kind of trying to put myself between the 2 groups. One, Zed and Relaxa to the north, and Tori and Vrogadin to the south.
Mm-hmm.
So I can assist however. But you also have 2 threat, Matt. So
I do
use that however you like.
Okay. I'll take those. Thank you. I'll just make my next thing easier. So I got 2 more left. It's the 2 to the north. They're just going to run in. They're just going to run in. Because I used 2 maneuver to get them up engaged with you guys. All right, how much time we got left? We got a little bit of time. You guys want to call it here, or do you want to do one more round?
Let's do one more round.
Finish him off.
One more round. I could probably finish this. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, NPC at the top. I'm going to have... I got 2 NPCs. One's going to attack Zed, and one's going to attack Relaxa.
My defense is currently 2 against melee attacks.
Okay. I'm going to take a boost for that threat that I had. 6 successes.
Nice.
Wow. 10 damage. As
10 damage. All right.
Lunges at you and swipes you. Possibly infecting you. You don't know. And Relaxa, you're up next. I don't have any disadvantages or anything on you. I don't know why it rolled twice. Did it roll twice? No, it rolled once. I failed, but I have 2 advantage. Failed with 2 advantage. All right, so it swipes you. Misses. And I'll just give I'll give setback dice for those attacks for the next attack. So who wants to go next? Who wants to go?
I'll go next and punch a hole through this.
Yes, so your fist
chest.
is now like is a vibro fist. It's pulsating, it's shaking.
Nice.
Go for it.
There he goes, Mr. Fister.
Missed.
Tori's
what did your
no.
vibro fist look like again? What was the motion that it makes again?
It's a repulsor fist, so it's just like.
Never mind.
I know
you were doing something else.
I
Right.
Oh my.
All right, good stuff. Go ahead,
Right,
roll your repulsor fist.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, do I have some setbacks? You have.
Yeah,
you're with me, right?
Yeah,
one or two?
Two setbacks.
Okay. I failed.
But you got a triumph.
Oh.
Is a triumph not an automatic success? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was.
I think it counts.
It's one.
As
It counts
success.
As a
one
success? Okay.
One success.
So you're gonna get a success.
Ooh.
Well, it counts as one success. It doesn't. That should have factored in already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It probably I think it's more like if I succeeded, I have an extra triumph. Is what I imagine.
It's like one wing, and he's got 2 wings and 3 balls. He's got too many balls on him.
But you could still spend the triumph as
His
a triumph.
fist was not strong enough to handle all those balls.
It is.
Let's see. He doesn't have anything. No. Yeah, I'll give a boost to the next player
with your triumph. Okay. Sounds good. Who's our next contestant?
I guess Zed would he would once again disengage and pull back. And then I will spend 2 strain to take the second aim maneuver because I've still got the steady aim going. So to get that second dice, let me take the strain, and then I will
upgrade too from Tori's triumph.
Okay, and then I will fire.
Fire.
Pew pew pew.
If you select them, it'll actually shoot.
Oh, that's right.
You don't have to.
I think it's like, is it control click?
Double right click.
Now, do I have any kind of setback because
of the threats? Yeah.
Because Relaxa is in.
Yeah. Downgrade your die by 1. Your die pool.
Okay, so that just cancels out the upgrade. Okay.
Don't get any threats.
Screw that up.
Because we would all be very sad
if Relaxa died on a Star Destroyer.
She had such spunk, she did.
Oh, that was cool.
That was cool.
That's actually pretty neat. All right, that's a success. 13 damage.
13 damage, 3 advantage. I'm going to use that 3 advantage. I'm going to recover those 2 strain and give the next PC a boost dice.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I might like to stab something if no one's against it.
I'm holding one guy if you want to, with the Garrett, if you want to just pierce right through him.
I've got
or
this
perhaps
one right here.
2 of them.
It looks like you've got him properly fisted. I'm going to get this one right now. So let me just get in there. I'll spend a point of strain to upgrade it once because I've got that frenzied attacking. Then I'll take.
I've got light side points, by the way. We're at the end and we have a bunch of them.
Oh yeah, use light side points. Upgrade your.
Give you an upgrade.
Upgrade a die. Yeah.
Wait, so I'll do another upgrade.
Finish him.
Right. Oh my god.
Vicious 2, Pierce 2.
Damn.
Okay.
I think I'd like to do that critical with the +20 on it.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
So we'll have a D100 plus 50 at the end.
Oh,
58.
58.
Still 58.
Agonizing wound.
Agonizing wound. The target increased the difficulty of all brawn and agility checks at the end of the encounter. That's good, though, for these things. But you killed this one.
Right.
He's dead.
So then there's still 6 advantages left over?
Yeah. You're swimming in advantage.
All right. I'll heal the strain I spent to upgrade, and then I'll give... What can you do with multiples?
You can just kind of hand them out to people. You get a boost. I think 2, you get to choose who you want to give it to. If you just spend one, it has to go to the next person.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's do 3 and 2. 3 to the next person and 2 to the person after that.
Nice.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Do you want to go, Megan? I can go. You can go.
I personally am going to disengage and run away. So, so
fair.
if you wanted to go,
okay, I'll go because I'll shoot and I'll take the 3 then.
So are you disengaging, Megan? So she doesn't have to take the downgrade to his attack?
great. I will disengage and run away.
It just means one NPC will get to attack between Jeff going. But if you stay there, Jeff's gonna have to downgrade his dice pool by 1.
Well, that's fair. Which I do not. I'd rather take one for the team and run away.
Okay.
So, I'm going to, and I can as my 2 bits, I can disengage and then run away. Correct?
Yeah.
And I pass on those 2 advantages that I got. I don't want to go next. I don't want 3 of them though.
No, you can't. They're just gone. They're used. Whether you use them or not, they're gone now.
How about what if I trot while running away backwards? Yes.
Sure.
Okay. I'll disengage and run away. Well,
Right. I've encouraged you to show us what a proper Imperial coward you are. Prove me right.
Advanced Imperial tactical retreat.
Right. Tactical retreat.
All right. Disengage and fire.
So I get 2 boosts, is that correct?
3.
Three.
Right. That was the whole thing. Okay.
Wow.
Freaking tastic. Cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. Can I use those to add damage to more than one assailant?
No, so you can now buy boosts for the next people with those.
I'll just give actually I'm gonna move I'm gonna use the +2 to defense as 1, and I'll give 4 to Jeff. And
No, Jeff's gonna have 6.
Yep.
I'll say you attack the one that was already injured up there.
Okay.
So
Did
you're
you-
gonna kill one of them.
Yes. What's that? I have 2. How many do you have?
I
1.
think I'm coming up on 3.
Well, I guess 2. I killed the one at the first one, so I'm at 2.
Right,
Never
we're
mind.
all very proud of you. You got in a lot of cardio today.
All right. Push up to Zed. Attempt to attack. Does he have any minuses for hitting you, Zed? Does he get the setback?
Just 1.
Okay.
My defense is 1.
Fail. And 3
Nice.
advantage. So you guys, it's all good. Whoever's left, just go ahead and take a setback.
Okay. So I think it was 4 from Relaxa and 1 from Vrogadin. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
2 from
Or
me,
2
4 from her. So
And
6.
spend a
Okay,
light
so
side if you
6.
want.
I'm going to, yeah. So I'm going to
Great.
target the one that's not engaged with Zed, because I already have 1 setback die. All right, so let me do this. Actually roll for my. So I had 6. You said, right? Oh my god, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to upgrade, and then you said a setback too, Matt.
Yeah, well, just 1 setback.
I am rolling 1,000 dice right now. This is crazy.
Did you manage to do that in person?
Got
Boom!
a
1 success. And
6
6
advantages.
Okay, you're gonna injure it, but it's not dead.
Okay, so 7
Crit it.
damage. Oh yeah,
You could
How-
crit.
how-
Yeah, you could spend 3 of your
Yeah.
6. Just roll a D100.
I'll spend 3 of my 6. Can I do anything else with the other 3 to like?
You could spend all 3 to add a +30 to your D100
That's what
roll.
Because are we ending tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna
Is this,
end
like,
here.
Is this
yeah,
it?
yeah, we're gonna.
Then I'm gonna do that since this is the last thing. I'll do that. So then
Right.
So-
Show him who the goodest boy is.
roll crit +30.
Oh, roll high.
Stay.
Please roll high.
Stay.
All right. So +30, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Oh my god, 48.
Oh.
That's crap.
So the same as the last one. Oh, head ringer. Target increases the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks. Oh, these things do not have high intellect or cunning. Ring
just
off.
like you just like it doesn't even get. Oh, that's funny.
Quick, ask him to do advanced calculus.
All right, we'll end there. We'll pick up next week where we left off. Exploring the ship. You guys have killed almost all these things.
We fade to black with just Tori just beating up this one guy for a while.
All right, we got a good taste of combat, which I wanted, because combat is a big part of this, and
I like this.
Is fun and fluid, but it takes
Super
a
fun.
little bit of getting used to because it's unlike other systems.
I think after a couple of rounds, I have a better grip for it.
Yeah. One of the things I really like about it is that even characters that aren't necessarily optimized for combat can gain benefits and actually play better
do well
because they're tactically going at certain times. That's why I'm waiting until after you guys go.
Yeah, it makes sense because then you drop the boost dice back and then everybody's effective.
Exactly.
Very
nice.
good. Very good. All right, that was fun. It's fun getting back to the system. I love this system so much. I forgot about how much I love this system. Of course. So yeah, we'll pick up next week where we left off. We'll wrap up this adventure and then we'll hop into the next one. So let's do the round tables here. Jeff, what do you got going on over on the Lollygaggers this week?
Yeah, tomorrow we've got Blade Runner. We're nearing the end of that one. I think it's going to be the penultimate episode of our Blade Runner run. It's too many runs. Saturday we're doing One Ring as per usual. Monday you can catch us playing some Call of Cthulhu, Horror on the Orient Express. Matt and Jeremy are both in that as well. And then Tuesday you can see Aaron and I playing some Forbidden Lands.
Ooh. Cool. Aaron, what's going on over here in Garblag Land?
Let's see. Nothing tomorrow. Nothing on Monday. Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Millie will be back with some more Coriolis, continuing her long-running campaign. Wednesday, we may be back with Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, our pirate campaign in the Sea of Claws. There's been some technical difficulties and people have been out, but I think we're going to be back into it next week. And then Thursday during the day, also at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Ben will be continuing Season 3 of Dune with House Dargouche and Sietch Abikat before we return to the Pew Pew.
The Pew Pew. Star Wars. Jeremy, tell me about this Patreon.
Yeah, and read some Patreon. You've got some comics, maps, and tokens, other fun assets. Check it out.
Very cool. Megan, what's hitting the table these days?
Twilight Imperium.
Can I come over and play?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Can I come?
You might finish before the next stream.
Do it.
Let's do it. So we'll do the expansion as well, because I think there'll be 7 players. So you could be number 8.
Oh, can I? Seriously, I'm in. Give me a day of Twilight Imperium. I've always wanted to play.
Same.
I want to ditch my family and drive up to Canada now.
Me too.
You got a spare bedroom at my place waiting for you.
Yeah, I just kind of want to ditch the U.S. and drive up to Canada anyway. So I mean,
come on up.
Yeah.
If I could only get my wife to tolerate the winters.
Awesome. I want in. Tyler, what do you got going on?
Not too much. Just this right now. I am working on getting a new opening video for my Twitch channel, Fool the DM, as I've been doing recordings of a lot of fun games.
Very cool. All right, thank you everybody who joined us this session. It's fun little session 1. Just getting into it, like I said at the top of the stream, learning the rules was a big part of this. So we touched on quite a bit in here. Next week, we'll dive back in and we'll pick up this adventure and wrap it up. So thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you next week, Thursday. Have a great week.